What's up, you guys? Welcome to another one of my videos. I wanted to talk about something that I talked about with my subscribers in a Pokemon Sword and Shield live stream recently. And basically in this video, we're going to be talking about reasons why Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 should be a thing, and Pokemon Twilight and the quality or, animation or art style of Pokemon series or seasons going forward, and pretty much the future of Pokemon, right? When I was a lot younger, I really loved Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And having those games and playing those games, it was really, I think, a high point within Pokemon, right? The commercials were amazing. The plots were amazing. The games were amazing. The graphics were amazing. The mechanics within the games were pretty amazing, right? I still kind of miss the ability to customize your Pokeballs and to give them special effects. I really do miss that. Granted, I get that it's a little bit complicated to incorporate that now, but I do miss that back then in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And I wish that Pokemon would return it, right? But that's not the topic of this video. Pokemon Battle Revolution was out around that time as well, with Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon Pearl, and Pokemon Diamond. And I gotta be completely honest with you, when it was out, I would spend hours and hours and hours each day searching YouTube for videos of Pokemon Battle Revolution battles, right? Just hearing the announcer or the narrator just pretty much spectating and, just kind of talking about the Pokemon moves and, what the Pokemon are doing, how the battle's going. The graphics at that time were just revolutionary in my opinion. And pretty much just seeing these legendary Pokemon and all these other Pokemon from all different types of generations battle in Pokemon Battle Revolution was just mind-blowing to me, right? To me, it was what I thought the future of Pokemon would be. And needless to say, I was disappointed when I found out Pokemon Battle Revolution was not going to be continued, and that there wasn't going to be a Pokemon Battle Revolution 2. So, in the middle of my live stream, I was about to battle some of my subscribers. Turns out, at the moment, I don't have a Nintendo Online subscription, and I won't be having one until September 4th. So, my Pokemon Sword and Shield live streams will be put on hiatus until then. But, in that stream, we were talking about whether we are getting our money's worth as far as Pokemon games are concerned. And I'm not saying that Pokemon is heading downhill, but I think we're not going in the right direction. We're paying for half completed games where we only have a couple of Pokemon in the game, right? And then we have to pay DLC to get the Pokemon that we want in the game. And I just feel, right, that the storylines of these games now, it's not as strong as it used to be. In Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Emerald, they had some really rich storylines. You were trying to stop, Team Magma, Team Aqua, and you were just doing so much. You had pretty much the fate of the world on your shoulders, and you had to battle these freaking titanic elemental Pokemon. And it was just so much invested in you. And then in Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl, you had space and time. And then you had, the distortion world. You had all of these big elements weighing and put into play. And it's just like, now the plot isn't as strong. You don't really have as much investment in it. You don't really feel like there's something on the line, right? You don't. I mean, granted, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, all these Pokemon were Dynamax and they could possibly destroy the region, right? But it just seemed like it all went by so fast and there was really no build-up. It always seemed like Hop was in my face every 3 seconds. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it was kind of annoying, right? Where I couldn't really do much in the game. I couldn't really explore as much as I wanted to because Hop was literally every single place. Hop wanted to battle me every single time, and then he kept getting surprised when I'm using super effective moves. Hop, why? But it just felt like the game was going too fast. There wasn't really enough time to explore it. And a lot of the characters I felt within Pokemon Sword and Shield, you didn't really get much more character development built upon them. You didn't really have anyone that you were really all that invested in, right? You know, May, you was invested in her in Pokemon Sapphire, Emerald, Ruby, you know? In those games, you got invested in the characters. You know, your father, all of these other people, you know, Pico, the old man with the boat. All of it kind of played into one another. And so then when we got like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and all of that stuff, it's nostalgia, and everything is just further amplified and, you know, explored upon and expanded upon, and it's great. But Pokemon Sword and Shield, it just feels like none of that is there. The spirit of the plot is not there. And then the fact that we really don't have that many Pokemon in like the base game. We're paying for pretty much a full game, but it's really just half a game. And I understand that some valid criticisms were made, or some valid counter arguments were made, that, you know, there's not enough time to produce Pokemon sprites. But really, most of the Pokemon sprites that are in the game now are already pre-existing Pokemon sprites. We don't really have enough time to create move animations and stuff like that. There are some moves in the game now that just literally aren't that much detail put into it. I think the most detail they've ever put into move animations in this game, in my opinion, is probably Cinderace's Pyro Ball, Behemoth Bash, and Zacian's like sword move. I don't have Zacian. I don't know what it does. All right, I don't use Zacian enough. But that and Eternatus's Eterna Beam and Dynamax Cannon, or whatever it's called, those are like the only few things I've seen so far in Sword and Shield that get a lot of effort put into like their animations. And I guess in the stream I was saying that, look, if, you know, making a game with all of the Pokemon from all the entire Pokedex in it, plus the plot, plus all of these different things and characters going on, is too much for Game Freak and too much for, you know, pretty much Nintendo and all of that stuff, maybe they should just make a Pokemon Battle Revolution 2, right? Because at least in Pokemon Battle Revolution 2, all they would have to do is just, you know, put the entire Pokedex in there. They don't have to create any characters. They don't need to create any plot. Just give us all the Pokemon from the Pokedex. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot of Pokemon, and I know saying it is a lot easier than doing it. But put all the Pokemon from the Pokedex in there. All right, put all of them in there, and just give us like a certain selection of like battle arenas, settings, or environments. Give us back the announcer. He really brought soul and immersion into Pokemon Battle Revolution. Just having somebody narrate everything in the battle going on was just fun, and it was exciting. It made for exciting YouTube videos. It made for exciting battles. I think it would just be something that you would need to have in Pokemon Battle Revolution 2, right? And in the stream, I was saying, look, if they just made a Pokemon Battle Revolution 2, they could charge whatever amount they want for that, and I would buy it. And I would gladly pay for a Nintendo Online subscription just to play that game, right? But I feel like that would also give Pokemon longevity, continued longevity in between games. And I say this because I used to watch, and I still do watch, some Star Wars Battlefront 2 community videos and stuff like that. And there are some Star Wars content creators out there that talked about Star Wars Battlefront 2 and its current state, and how it's no longer, you know, receiving live support, and Star Wars Squadrons and the state of Star Wars games. And some channels were saying that a game like Battlefront 2 keeps the Star Wars community involved or immersed in Star Wars, between the movies, between the games. It keeps people involved. It gives people something to continue to stay focused in the Star Wars on. And I feel like Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 would be that game. All right. So if a new generation comes out, they could easily add, you know, DLC for that generation. They could easily charge us DLC just to add that to Pokemon Battle Revolution 2. It's not something that's mutually exclusive. It's not like, oh, well, we have to produce Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 with all of the Pokemon in it, and we can't add anything onto it in the future, or we can't port it over to a new console or like a next gen console or anything like that. I just felt immensely disappointed that Pokemon Battle Revolution was canceled, because that was my childhood. Watching a lot of those battles, seeing a lot of Pokemon Wi-Fi battles in general, and it was a very high graphic game at that time. And you're trying to tell me with the Switch out, with all of these games that are currently out, we can't make a new Pokemon Battle Revolution 2? We can produce all of these other games, and we can make these mobile games, and we can make pretty much a lot of these games that a lot of people within the Pokemon community are downvoting, disliking, and just kind of looking at Game Freak and Nintendo like, what are you doing? But Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 isn't something that is being talked about. It's not something that's being considered. Why? Like, don't get me wrong. I bought the Isle of Armor DLC. I am waiting for the Crown Tundra DLC, and I cannot wait for the Crown Tundra because I will get Salamence back. And I'm hearing that we get Medicham, so I get 2 of my favorite Pokemon back. And I want that. But at the same time, I shouldn't have to buy a game that feels like it's half a game, but at full price. And then on top of that, pay for pretty much half a game again, just to get the Pokemon that I want into the game. I feel like for people that can't afford to, buy the DLC, and I mean, it's not really all that expensive in my opinion, but then again, it's just me. That's subjective, right? But just having the base Sword and Shield game, it's fun. It's fun, but you complete the game very quickly. And there's so few Pokemon in the game that after a while, you just catch them all. You literally catch all the Pokemon in the game. And from my own personal experience, and this could just be me, I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way, but after you beat the game and after you do enough of these den raids and catch these Pokemon and trade these Pokemon, you kind of look at all of these teams and all these Pokemon that you have, and you're trying to use all of them competitively, or even casually in Wi-Fi battles, but you get to a point where you've used everything and there's no real creativity there. There's over 800, over 600, 700 Pokemon in the Pokedex, right? And literally less than half of that is within Pokemon Sword and Shield. And it just feels limited and constrained. And the only way you can expand that, and the only way you can kind of refresh your immersion in the game, is to buy the DLC. And I just feel like, as far as the Isle of Armor, I thought it was cool at first, but as I've continued to play it, I feel kind of underwhelmed, alright? Sure, we get a lot of Pokemon back from the Pokedex that weren't in the original base game, right? But all we got was Cubfu. As far as new Pokemon, all we got was Cubfu and 2 forms of Urshifu, right? But in the Crown Tundra, we're literally getting a data drop of everything. We get a new legendary Pokemon. We get new Galarian versions of, the birds. We get new Galarian Regis, pretty much. And we get all the Pokemon that we wanted back into the game, right? So Crown Tundra is what I'm really looking forward to, but at the same time, I felt like this was not really worth half a game. This is like a quarter of the game. And I don't know. It's just, in my opinion, these newer games for Pokemon, they just don't feel as immersive as the old ones. Alpha, Sapphire, Omega Ruby, Alpha, I'm getting turned around. Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Those had interesting plots. Those had immersive plots where you felt like everything was on the line. You're over here battling Team Magma and Team Aqua and trying to stop them from literally destroying the world with these titanic elemental freaking Pokemon, right? And you're just one boy with you're one boy, one girl with just your Pokemon. You're trying to take on these legendaries and stop the world from going to crap. And you're trying to stop the embodiment of space and time and antimatter yourself, right? You literally have the fate of the entire world in your hands. And in Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's just, everything's going so fast. It's just not that immersive compared to the other games. And I just feel like the quality for the stories is just drastically gone down. And I feel like I feel like there's a handful, there's a significant number of people within the Pokemon community where we don't really care too much about the story of Pokemon games anymore. We really just care about battling. And I'm not saying I'm one of those people, because I do like a good Pokemon story, right? I do love playing a Pokemon game or a main game with a good storyline that I can follow and get invested in. That I can feel a sense of accomplishment after beating it. But I saw the allure of Pokemon Battle Revolution for trainers like that, for people like that, who just like to, port their teams over into the game, battle other people. Pokemon Battle Revolution gives you that. And I feel like Pokemon Battle Revolution would just be a great game to have that would keep people immersed and keep people invested in Pokemon between the main games. Alright? Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 would give you the time you need to focus on the story. Give you the time you need to focus on all these elements. You would basically have this giant ass game. This giant ass game. You can use Pokemon Home. You can use whatever you need to do to port your teams or Pokemon over into like the game. I don't know what else I can say about it. Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 needs to be a thing, right? I don't know why we're wasting our time with these mobile games and all these other games that literally no one's been asking for. And a lot of people have been disliking these videos, disliking some of these introductions that Game Freak and Pokemon Nintendo have been making. They're really disgusted with some of these companies that they're working with to produce these games. But Battle Revolution 2 is just dead. It's just a ghost. And I think a lot of people would be really excited for Battle Revolution 2 to come back or to be a thing. And like I said, I don't care what the price tag is. I would gladly dish out some money to play Pokemon Battle Revolution 2. Alright? I would gladly pay whatever subscription fee that is. I would gladly do whatever it takes to play Pokemon Battle Revolution 2. Because that is my childhood. It was a good game, and there was no need to not continue Pokemon Battle Revolution or to make a Pokemon Battle Revolution 2. Getting to pretty much the end of this video, Pokemon Twilight is amazing, right? It is amazing. The fact that there is a YouTube channel just for Pokemon Twilight and the production value, the art quality of Pokemon Twilight is amazing. It's leagues above all of the other Pokemon seasons and regions that Ash has been in, and I feel like a lot more people would be invested in Pokemon, not only as a game but as an actual animated series, if they kept the art quality, the production quality, the plot quality, the plot strength from Pokemon Twilight, and they brought that to the main series, right? If they just made us have that same quality, I'm pretty sure Pokemon would see a drastic increase in a following, a drastic increase in the sales of their games, because Pokemon Twilight makes me want to play Pokemon. It makes me wish I was a Pokemon trainer, and I play Pokemon already, right? So I feel like things that Game Freak could do, or Nintendo could do, make Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 a thing. As far as, Pokemon as an animated series, whatever you're doing with Pokemon Twilight, you probably need to do that with the main series. I don't care what the cost is. Just do it. I'm sweating in my room. It's really hot. But all I know is that Pokemon Battle Revolution 2 should be a thing. And Pokemon Twilight is probably one of the greatest Pokemon series that I've seen, and literally all of their episodes are like less than 9 minutes long. I'm more invested in a 9-minute long episode than I am an entire 20 to 30 minute long episode of the main series. That tells you something. I'll see you guys. Hopefully you like and subscribe. If you want to show up for the Pokemon streams that will be happening from September 4th onward, please drop a subscribe. I do battle people on my Pokemon Sword and Shield live streams. So bring your best teams. I'll see you guys. Bye.